let's do a little meditation. So let's open position, close eyes, and let's visit our family. So let's take a couple breaths to settle in. We're going to do an exercise in self-responsibility, in awareness, and being a witness. So I'd like you to invite into your mind that particular family member, and if you have more than one, just choose the one that's the most challenging. That particular family member where there's unresolved issues, and invite them to come sit down with you. And you both take a seat in a chair or on the floor, however you choose in your mind. And you haven't had any dialogue yet. So whatever those topics are that are unresolved, you're both not speaking about them. So the think fast, talk slow exercise is going to apply here, but it's not going to be through your verbal words. Your mind will do what it will do regarding what your problems are as it relates to this person. That's your job of the mind. The mind's job is to be active and to be present. What I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to find the stillness, that the true stillness of meditation relates in the heart. You see, the heart has its own communications. And unless it is the part of you that is settled and calm, the brain won't make the right decisions for the soft, slow spoken approach, no matter how fast it thinks. And so you got to drop down 18 inches into that heart. And you got to calm it. And so the dialogue between you and this family member is this. As you look at them in the eyes, and as you feel whatever tension is there from the past, you have only one job, and that is to center and calm and open your heart. And when you can master being in the presence of another where challenges are there, and your heart can be still, you can truly afford change. Your only focus is on your heart. No matter what they throw or impart. For what they've done was not about you. They have pain just the same. And since they haven't solved it, go inside and be with your heart so you can create the resolve. You might feel like you have a Hemi engine as a heart in these situations that you just can't calm down. You might feel that the heart wants to close for protection. And what that means is that you have allowed them to touch your heart. And that means that there's care there. And that you care about them enough for them to have affected your heart. And just that statement can calm your heart down. if you realize that the person you put in the chair is actually not the top dog, the one that you really need to deal with, leave that person in the chair and turn your chair in a different direction and invite that other person in to sit down with you. You might also find that they may not even want to sit in the chair. When either yourself does not want to go around another member of the family, or another member of the family does not want to sit with you, through the wrongdoings of either person, they've been so shamed, blamed, and chastised for the pain that they've caused that it's painful for them to even try to resolve it. And so they don't want to show up. And so actually the person who's been hurt is not the only person that's been hurt. Because two wrongs do not make a right. And actually two rights don't make a wrong either. Now I'll tell you a secret, especially if the person that you wish to sit with you will not, or is hesitant. Once you have control over your own heart stillness, you can reach into the heart of this person and you can hold their heart in stillness. The same way you did for yourself. When your hands get too hot, then you just have to let go. But you've started the process. You see, the heart is the fire. It's the flame you never want to let go out. It is the true leader of self and the understanding of all the people around you. Because once the heart's understood, you don't do things the same. It's the ultimate service, because you start to do things because you know that those deeds are the things that will make the people you love's heart at ease. So open your heart into this room. And let it be healed with the hearts that are here. All you have to do is open. You know, the practice of meditation is a very beautiful thing that anybody who's successful in life at some point will put their toe in that water. Successful not in a acquiring of things, successful in the acquiring of knowledge and of self-understanding. So if the mind is the beneficiary of meditation, then the heart is the true mediator. The body is what carries out the actions. But that body must first be led by the heart. Which is why women don't run around killing everybody for all the frustrating things they deal with. Because they understand that heart energy. And the men in this world are starting to open up to that reality. And that's the world I wish to live in. The world that leads through the culture of kindness that's generated from the heart. And like Lisa said, that doesn't forego boundaries or making certain that things that shouldn't happen are allowed. It just means that we have a grander responsibility to live in the truth of what every heart knows to be the same. So I send this energy here to the world for the true changes that are underway, that will wipe away all the things that are not in alignment. And most importantly, to touch into the hearts of all of those that are not yet awake, so that it can spark something to help them on their journey. Thank you for allowing your heart to be here. So with a maintaining of keeping your open heart in mind and felt through it, take a few deep breaths and relax back into the room.
Just for any of the science geeks out there, like myself, so the vagus nerve is a big nerve in our body that regulates our heart rate. So there's an actual physiologic, when you lower your heart rate, you calm your body, you switch into parasympathetic. But there is even something more, that there's this heart-brain coherence. So when you open your heart, I mean, exactly what Matthew said in that, it is sort of controls your brain in a way, and so you work from your heart. And actually, an EKG is where you measure heart waves, and an EEG is brain waves. And you can see when you're in coherence, the waves match from your brain and your heart. And in that place, you can light up more of your brain. So whereas we use just a little bit of our brain, if we're in coherence with our heart and our brain, we use a lot more of the neurons, that potential in our brain. So we really have the ability to think more, see more, create more when we work from a place of the heart. So, Buddhist, a lot of the, traditional, say, work from your heart, loving kindness meditation, but there's really scientific data that when we work from the heart, we access more of our brain in a loving way. So that's just
Interesting.
yeah.
Thank you.